Hey, this is Manny with Not Waiting to Live, and in this video I'm going to show you how much you can afford to pay for a new car. When I worked for Mercedes-Benz, I worked with plenty of people who were stretching their budget beyond their means. When it came time for them to trade in their car, they were underwater, which meant they owed more on the car than it was worth. If you follow the advice in this video, that will never happen to you. Take this Jeep Wrangler for example. This is a '94 Wrangler I bought a few years ago for $5,000. But if you were to buy a new Wrangler today, you could easily spend $40,000. If you wanted to make that purchase in a sustainable way, which most people don't, you're going to need to put 20% down, that's $8,000. You'd be paying about $740 a month, and you're going to want to be making at least $88,000 a year in order to account for all of your other budget items in life. These assumptions are based on the 24-10 rule, which is a budgeting rule of thumb. It says that you always need to put 20% down, pay off the car in 4 years, and never have a car payment that's greater than 10% of your gross income. Before I cover the other budgets in this video, I want to thank our sponsor, findthebestcarprice.com. So their website has self-help guides to negotiate car price. They're also probably the best resource I've seen on the internet for collecting the current new car incentives and leasing incentives. So there's a link in the description, findthebestcarprice.com/Manny. So let's say you really want to get into a new car. The starting entry point in the US car market is around $15,000 right now. So you're looking at a Toyota Yaris or a Chevy Spark, and even then you're going to have to do some negotiating to stay within that $15,000 budget. But at that point you're putting $3,000 down on the car. You need to be making around $33,000 a year in order to justify a payment of $280 a month. As you move up the ladder, so to speak, of the car market, you look at more commonly popular cars, a Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla, Ford Focus, and then you continue to go up and you look at instead Accords or Nissan Altimas, larger SUVs. It goes up in a predictable way such that if you're looking at a brand new Mercedes E-Class, you need to spend $1,100 a month. You need to put $1,200 down, and you need to be making $130,000 a year to support that payment. There are very few people in this country or anywhere in the world that make $130,000 a year. What happens when you see these cars on the road, these higher end luxury cars, more expensive cars? You see how expensive a Jeep Wrangler can be. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but these are people that are borrowing from their future selves. And I know I'm guilty of that. I've borrowed from my future self in the past. I borrow from my future self now. But you should at least be conscious of the choice that you're making when you decide to not live within your budget when buying a new car. So I know when I graduated from college, I bought a brand new Ford Escape. I got an engineering job. I was super excited to start my life, my professional adult life. And what happened was, even though I enjoyed the car, 4 years later I ended up selling it so I could hike the Pacific Crest Trail from Mexico to Canada. And that was totally the right decision, but totally unexpected. I never saw that coming. I didn't know what my future self needed when I was 22, and I don't know what my future self needs now when I'm 30. But when you're looking at making your car payments and stretching yourself in your budget, have the awareness to know what is the right move or the safe move or a sustainable move. That way, if you decide to not make that choice, you're at least aware of what the repercussions could be, what you might lose out on. I know that had I just stuck with the '94 Wrangler I drive now, back when I was 22, I might have an extra $7,000 in my pocket. That could go a long way to flipping another house or pursuing another business endeavor. And lessons learned. You learn by doing, and sometimes you don't have to learn by putting your hand on the stove. So that's part of the reason why I make this video. If you found it useful, please like the video, comment if you can. This is the way the YouTube algorithm picks up my content, gives my channel more exposure. Remember to thank the sponsor. The link is in the description, findthebestcarprice.com/Manny.